In this video, I want to talk about as-built drawings and answer some of the top questions about the topic. My name is Jay and I'm the founder of JCAD and As-Built LA. Right, so I have a presentation here that I put together and I'm going to go through it and answer some of these questions. I will minimize myself. Alright, so these are like some of the top questions about as-built drawings in general. It's questions we get from our clients, customers, and leads. And then I'm probably going to break this video into a few videos just to make it easier to digest basically. And we are good to go. So let's start with the top one, as-built or as-built with a hyphen. So it doesn't matter to answer this question. This is for some reason the #1 question on Google, but it doesn't matter, it's the same thing. If anyone has any other ideas about the difference, they're welcome to comment it in the comment section. Okay, so this one is out of the way. Let's move into the next question, which is, what is an as-built drawing? All right, so I'm gonna show an example first, and then I'm gonna talk about this example and explain like what is this basically. Okay, so for those of you who don't know how to read blueprints or not familiar or haven't seen one before, this is essentially a blueprint layout or a building layout. This is representing a 2-car garage, and it has like another space here which could be a storage or a driver's office or whatever. But anyway, this is the example I'm showcasing here. So I'm gonna move to one more slide. So an as-built drawing is basically a drawing showing a 2D layout. So back to the example I was looking at earlier. So this is a 2D layout of a building, and we're looking at it in a floor plan format. Okay, so it's a floor plan drawing representing like an as-built condition. Okay, so the second thing is that an as-built drawing represents current condition. So when my team and I went and measured this building and we drew it, we're basically drawing exactly how we found it on site or at the property. We're not showing any proposed work or any design work. It's just literally documenting what is existing and showing it as built, which is why it's called an as-built drawing. All right, so this one is one of many types of as-built drawings. This is a floor plan view specifically. A floor plan represents like a bird eye view of a building. And here, like I mentioned earlier, this is a 2D layout of this garage. Now, the most important information that we showcase here is that you will see in the gray, these represent the walls. And then you will see some doors here. So there's a door here, and then there's a door here as well. And then on the right side, there's a window here. So these are like the most basic information to include or to represent in a building as-built drawing, which is walls, doors, and windows. Okay, so the third point about as-built drawings is that it's often used for buildings. So you wouldn't see, for example, a car as-built drawing. Cars, you don't need as-built drawings to service a car or to change it or fix it or do anything with it or to renew it or refurbish it. All right. While buildings, when you are working with a contractor or an architect, a contractor that's going to build something for you or do any fixes or changes, or for an architect that's going to design something for you, they will need to see what is existing, what is the as-built condition, and then from there they can provide their bids and provide their design drawings. Right. So that's those are like 3 key things about as-built drawings, is that it's often showing a 2D layout. It's almost always showing a 2D layout to present current condition. And number 3 is it's often is used for buildings. Okay, now I have more examples for you. So the example earlier for the garage was for just a simple building, obviously. Now this is a much bigger residential building, and here you will see like the different rooms that make the space. And also, like I mentioned earlier, you will see information relating to walls, doors, and windows at the very basic. And then usually for us, the type of as-built drawings we generate at As-Built LA is that we also include the room names, the ceiling height, and we also include any like steps. We try to draw the kitchen layout, as you can see here. Oops, I'm gonna go back. So this is like the kitchen layout. It's not very crystal clear on this presentation, but I can send you a sample of this drawing if you drop your email or talk to us in the comments. I'll be happy to send you a sample of our drawing so you can study it and look at it and get more familiar with it, right? So we would show the kitchen layout, we would show the bathroom layout over here, and then I think I can do drawing here. Okay, perfect. So this is like the bathroom I'm talking about. This is the kitchen layout over here. Okay, and this is like another bath over here. So this is all information we showcase. Usually we also, if you're looking at these dashed lines right here, okay, so these represent beams in the ceiling, so we also draw that. And of course this is all depending on the scope of work that the client asks for, and then you know what we're providing. Okay, so this is a floor plan layout. This is an as-built drawing of a residence, and this is only showing what is existing. Okay, so that was that for this one. I'm gonna show you another example of an as-built drawing in the next slide, which is this one. Now this one represents what is called the exterior elevations of a building. Now I assume this drawing was gonna be, I'm gonna try to bring the PDF. It will be potentially better to look at. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to bring it, but anyway, like I mentioned, you can ask me for the sample and I will share it with you. But basically this is an exterior elevation representing as-built conditions. So this is an as-built exterior elevation. Okay, and if you're not familiar what is an exterior elevation, it's basically the facade of the building looking at it from the outside, and this is how this looks like. And this is actually the exterior elevations of this particular residence. Okay, and this one I believe was in Pasadena in California, and this is how it looks like from the outside. All right, and it's kind of showing, it's basically showing us the outline of the walls, doors, windows. We are showing the different materials used here. So there's siding, there's a stucco here. I'm gonna go back to the drawing. So here there's a stucco on these walls. Here there's siding. This is the shingles or the tile of the roof. This is a window here, a window. There's a dropped roof here, as you can see. And then this is like the outline of the roof. This area right here is lower, while this area is much higher. All right, so this was an as-built exterior elevation of the same residence. The next one, the last one I want to show you for this example today, or for this video, is another type of an as-built drawing. This one is a roof plan. So a roof plan is representing the building when we look at it from the very top, and this is something that is needed to show, like again, like I mentioned, for other design and building professionals. So this will show the direction. Let me activate the drawing command. So this will show the direction of the slope of the roof and the outline of the building below it, and then the overhangs. And then usually we would usually put dimensions to show like the building outline, and then you will usually see like this line right here represents like the section that cuts through this building, and this was required for this particular project. Okay, so this is for the garage we were looking at. This is how the roof looks like from the very top, and then this is for the same residence we were looking at in this presentation. Right, so that was everything I wanted to talk about in this video, and then in the next video I'm gonna talk about the difference between an as-built survey and then a land survey. If you guys have any questions, please ask them in the comments. Happy to answer all of them, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.